Hello everybody, Jamie here, checking in again on day 7 post tummy tuck, lipo and gynecomastia surgery. Day 7, feeling good, happy to report I'm fully erect, walking upright that is. No more hunchback, a lot less tightness in my stomach. Of course I can certainly feel it, but that has certainly dissipated, and however the process goes from, this day after surgery to this, I'm there and feeling good, Had another visit today out of my doctor for a day 7 post-op checkup. He took a quick look at me. They removed the final tube, final drain. I had those drains in me, one that I got rid of 3 days ago on day 4. And then I had the other tube in for the drain in for about 3 more days, just to collect any additional fluids that are building up under the skin in my stomach, in hopes of evading seroma, potential seroma issue, and so on. But they pulled that out today. That kind of hurt like a bitch. I mean, I wasn't crying or anything like that, but it wasn't nice. I mean, that tube has got to be at least 4-6 inches inside of your body, going through a hole in your puba area, and this one hurt more than the first one actually. I don't know if it was just because it was in there longer and the skin got tighter as it grew around that opening, or whatever the case might be. But that wasn't too fun. But again, you get through it. It's nothing too major. Still have a little bit of pus and ooze coming out of that hole, so they gauze me up, and I'm changing that and checking that every couple hours, so that's good. They said by tomorrow the hole should pretty much be closed, and you'll get a little bit sore there, and then it'll be all over, and so on. So it's good to be drainless. It's really good to not have these things attached to you, coming out of you, hanging out of your pants, hanging around your junk. It's nice to be free of them. There's no doubt about it. And so that's good. That was a very positive thing that happened today. As far as the doctor, I'm still very swollen. I started over the last couple of days, looking at myself more and more in the mirror, and seeing the work that's been done, and I knew before this, going into this, that there's going to be a lot of swelling, a lot of bruising, and most of the bruising has dissipated. If you look back at my earlier tapes, you'll see some bruising. It was really aggressive, very purple. Pretty much at this point, it's all fading. They're all turning lighter, and the bruises are going away. So that's nice. But the swelling's not. The swelling's really not. And I know, I guess I know in my head this is something that's going to take a while to go away, and I'm pretty much prepared for that. But for some of the reason over the last couple of days, I've been looking at the swelling, and it's bothering me the most on my sides, because it looks like the love handles that I had prior to the surgery, a major part of the reason why I got this surgery was to get rid of the love handles, and it seems like they're there, and it's just the swelling, and I'm being told, absolutely, Jamie, it's definitely the swelling, but it's just a little worrisome. Like, I feel like the job wasn't complete. But I'm probably just in my own head. The day after the surgery, the girlfriend saw me with my shirt off. She saw the area. She was like, "Wow, it's all gone." I think I mentioned this earlier in a video. And then the day after that, I really swole up, and she saw it the next day. She's like, "Whoa, what happened? You're really swollen." So it's good to have that confirmation from her that, because I didn't look at it, I wasn't looking at it at that time, that it wasn't there, and then it was swollen. But it's just, it's bugging me out a little bit, because if I cut myself open and did all this and went through all this pain and bullshit and money for this job not to be damn near perfect upon completion, I'm going to be bullshit, and there's going to be hell to pay. So I'm hoping, again, I'm probably just in my own head, but I'm a little concerned that the flanks and the love handle sides towards the back on me aren't totally complete. But who knows? I'm not the doctor. I don't know. So hopefully it is just a swelling. The doctor promised me today, just a swelling. You get nothing to worry about. You get nothing to worry about. And so that put my mind at ease a bit, and I'm happy for that. I'll show you in a little while, actually, the progress of where my bruising and swelling is, and you know what it's looking like today. You know, some of the other thoughts and feelings I've had over the last couple days since my last report, you know, outside of, you know, what I've mentioned thus far, was, you know, just really minimal. You know, each day, you know, I've complained a lot about being lightheaded and feeling like I'm going to go down, faint, you know, weak on my knees, weak on my feet, I mean. You know, walking down the hallway, or, you know, being up too long, just overexerting myself a little bit too much on the telephone on a business phone call, and just getting real dizzy and lightheaded and just not feeling well. Today's been the best day, and yet so far, you know, for that I've been able to push myself a lot more. Actually walked to the corner store today, which was slowly but surely, and I did it, and you know, I didn't really feel that much that I was going to pass out, so that was really good. So hopefully the lightheadedness and that dizziness, that unsteadiness, that unstableness, that faintness that comes associated with the surgery and you know, the medications and the painkillers and dehydration and all that crap, you know, hopefully, you know, it's dissipating day by day. But, you know, today I'm definitely feeling good, feeling, you know, a lot better. My mind's good, my thoughts are good, and, you know, I'm just happy that I'm able to actually push myself a little bit here. But I don't want to push myself too much because I don't want any setbacks. I don't want to screw anything up, so I need to be cognizant of that fact. And, you know, if you get to this point, please heed my warning and do it, because it's very important. What else happened over the last couple of days? Yeah, I really don't have much, a whole lot to report. I mean, things have been okay. You know, I feel like feelings, sensations within my stomach and chest are waking up, so to speak. That they're coming alive. You know, I get a lot of weird feelings at times, like things are moving, or like a warm sensation around the scar. You know, a tightening episode when I'm not really doing anything, you know, in the muscles in my stomach, and you know, so there's just a lot of weird feelings, and sometimes you get nervous, like, okay, what the hell was that? You know, what did I just, you know, was that experience? Am I supposed to feel that way? But I don't know, maybe I'm a little paranoid at times, but I don't know, you know, just so long story short, bottom line, various sensations, you know, I've been feeling throughout the last couple days at different points and parts of where the surgery was done. Nothing painful. I haven't been on any pain medication for at least 2.5 days now. The only real pain that I have is coming from the support garments. And the support garments got to be on real tight, and I try to keep them on real tight, but the bottom one, the one that goes down below the scar, presses down on your legs, and it presses into like crevices, you know, where you sit up in your stomach, and you know, your thighs, you know, where your legs connect to your torso. So you get a lot of pain there, and you get some in your chest from the you know, the bands, you know, going around you, just being stuck in your armpits, you know, and that can be, you know, that can cause some pain. Just extended pressure on areas from the garments are causing pain to my body, but nothing on any of the suturing areas, any of the incisions, no feelings or anything like that. Was actually able to score a gynecomastia vest today. You know, apparently, I go through the surgery, I spend all this money, I go through this whole process, and they wrap me up, you know, with a nice, solid, firm, cool stomach binder, but they give me this ghetto-ass, you know, ace bandage you can buy at CVS to wrap around your chest to have compression, because they ran out of gynecomastia vests, or they didn't have one that fit me. And that was kind of a pain in the ass, and I told them from day one, you know, this isn't sufficient. I'm not getting sufficient, you know, and if you've seen in my, you know, probably videos 1 and 2, at least those 2 videos, how swollen this chest area of mine was. Like, just looked like mad extra skin, just bustling down over the the belly garment here. But one of the main reasons for these garments, these compression garments, is to keep the swelling down. So they give me some, ghetto bunk ass bandage to wrap around me, which half the time would end up, meeting in the middle and only covering half of my chest in like I was tied like a rope, so I'd have to pull it out and push it down and pull it up, and just a real pain in the ass. But anyway, so I asked him about it today. I was like, I need something more sufficient. What do you have? She's like, well, we do have one vest, but we didn't, we don't think it fits you. And sure enough, she gets the vest and it fits me. And the vest is just so comfortable. Lots of support, good compression, and just comfortable. Just soft. And I really wish I had this vest. Days 1 through 7. 1 through 6. Because it would have made a huge difference, I think. So make sure your doctor, has all the equipment for you when you get there, because being comfortable for the first, several days is what it's all about, because you're definitely not comfortable the whole time from all the pain and the perks and the incisions and the pressures, so these little tools like these vests, that they need to be available to you. What else? No real other significant, thoughts or concerns of mine do I have at this time. Still staying positive, with the thought of maybe, not maybe, but things are definitely going to get better with the swelling, because that's a real issue that I'm facing and need to certainly make sure these results are optimal. So that's in my head a bit, but whatever, getting sidetracked. I think that's it for now. Why don't I go ahead and show you the current status of the job, so you can see the improvement over the last video I posted, and we'll go from there. Ooh. Pretty good contouring. As you can see, this vest is just comfortable and complete. Much better than the wraps that you saw me fumbling with earlier. This one. It's kind of feminine. A little bit feminine, this vest, but fuck it. Makes me feel better right now. It could be pink and polka dots. Alright. Just chair out of the way. So, as you can see, the bruising, if you forward back to some of my previous tapes, is significantly less. Swelling in my chest is down significantly. Swelling back here is down significantly, but still still certainly there. I'm getting some feeling back here. I can vaguely feel this. I know my finger's there, so maybe that's part of the reason, but I don't have a lot of sensation back here right now. I feel this perfect. It feels like it's perfect. There's my incision, of course. Got a little gauze on the whole area where they took that friggin' drain out of me today, which wasn't an awesome experience, but a good one. Now I don't have those damn things in me anymore. Get a little bit closer here. As you can see, that's where The most recent drain was taken out of me. Still a little gory. They give you the bacitracin. It's called bacitracin. They really put that in there when they take it out first, and stings like a bitch. But you know, it's good against infection or whatever the hell it does. I'm not exactly sure. So that's the other hole. The first hole still swollen, still a little bit sore to the touch and hard. But you know, it's there. This is again a little still oozy. Stomach still so tight, so friggin' tight. I have full sensation right here, full sensation. You get down here, I can barely feel that. I can barely feel that I'm touching myself. I feel hair on this finger, but if I put my fingers, I'm putting my fingers like this, I have feeling here, but barely any sensation whatsoever right here. And it's so hard, it's so tight. But you know, as you can see, a little bit of my concern, which actually looks better today, so you know, maybe again this is all in my head, is that these areas here, you know, it's kind of like a, you know, it's the love handles, it's the muffin top, and this is flat as hell. I can totally see this going down, you know, with when the swelling goes down. But these here, you know, they concern me. It looks like extra skin. I feel like this should be tied into here. But he assures me that, you know, it's the freaking swelling, and all I can do right now is believe and understand I can't control everything, and I'm not a plastic surgeon, and I've not done 1,000 of these before, so I know what the hell I'm talking about. So, keeping the faith, brothers. You know, bruising still here, but you know, significantly down, all changing color, and all the way back around. Not really seeing myself like this, but I can imagine that yeah, see, I just feel like this is all muffin top, all flanks, love handles. But I guess if this comes in, because I feel very thin here, aside from these blowouts, I feel very thin, so I think if that goes away, it's going to suck in nice. I don't know. TBD. TBD. See? I don't know. Alright, I'll stop bitching about it. So that's where we're at. I don't know if I can get in for a little bit of a closer view of what the incision looks like. Hopefully you won't lose your lunch. It's my belly button. Looking good. These steri strips that are on there help support the incision while it's healing. It's supposed to come off naturally over the next 3 days with the showering that I do, which I'm doing regularly and pretty much on my own at this point. So that's good. But yeah, it's crazy to be so flat here. It really is. To feel muscle in there. Love it. So that's the that's what's going on now. What else? I'm gonna go ahead and put my shirt back on. I'm not gonna put the braces back on because I'm gonna take a shower. Don't want to suit up. Have to suit down again right afterwards. Back over here. Excuse me for a second. You know, no pain. It's just very discomforting. So when I make that face like I'm having pain, no pain. It's just lots of pressure on that wall right now. I'm drinking lots of jasmine green tea. Been drinking lots of lemon water. Lots of lemon. You know, take a whole lemon, getting that whole lemon squeezed out into a full, you know, pint glass of water. Drinking that, you know, twice a day. All that vitamin C. Drinking a lot of tea, green teas, jasmine teas. Just got back from a tour around Asia. Was in Tokyo, Thailand, Phi Phi Islands off the southeast coast of Thailand, Beijing, Vietnam. So I brought back a lot of good teas, a lot of good green teas. I think the antioxidant effects in the green teas are helping with the surgeries and the incisions, the overall health. Because tea's good for you. I don't know. My thought process. Tea's good. I don't know if there's any clinical facts behind all this tea being impactful in your recovery, but it makes me feel good and makes me feel healthy. So That's a good thing. Drinking protein shakes, 40 milligram protein shakes a couple times a day. Eating lots of protein, chicken. Cooked a nice chicken dinner last night. You know, so from a maintenance standpoint, I think I'm doing the best I can. You know, as far as eating healthy and eating the proteins, vitamin C. Still taking the iron every day. Fun fact for you, you know, my stools have been very dark, like charcoal. So I think that, from what I understand, that's a typical from taking antibiotics and also taking iron supplements. So I think a lot of, I'm not sure, but I think everybody in this situation, this recovery process, who's on this regimen of, you know, taking the antibiotics and taking the iron, can turn your stools, you know, a charcoal color. So it's just a fun fact for you. Sorry to gross you out. And I don't know. My antibiotics finish up tomorrow. I'll show you this thing. I don't think I've showed you this yet. They give you one of these things here. It's a breathing apparatus where it goes from 0 to 5,000 milliliters. And they want you to use this several times a day because it expands your lungs, it prevents pneumonia, you know, so when you get sedentary laying around, not doing a whole lot every day, so that, you know, they give you this and, you know, ask you to do it several times a day. So you just basically blow into it, suck into it, watch it go up. They like to see it at a minimum of 1,500 milliliters. Inspired volume is what this thing says. It's called the Voldyne, Voldyne 5,000. But right from the beginning, I was up over 2,000 milliliters, and now I'm up, you know, breathing pretty good, up and close to 3,500, 4,000 regularly. So they want you to do that several times a day, you know, good 6 or 8 hits of it at a time. Keep those lungs open, keep pneumonia out. I think I told you that I'd get back to you on the shots that they give you here. This is that. This is the blood thinner, actually. I inaccurately reported something else as the blood thinner earlier, which are actually anti-nausea pills. This is not anti-nausea. These are shots you give yourself for the 7 days, fatty parts of your arm and elsewhere. Ask your doctor. My doctor told me to do it here to thin out your blood, prevent blood clots. This is my last one, which is cool. And I don't know. I think that's about it. So I think I'm going to come back at day 14, 2 weeks post surgery. So that's about, it's exactly, a little less, about a week away, 6 days away. Today's day 7. Genius, right? You can do the math. I think that's when I'll do my next report, give my body some more significant time to heal, so there's some improvement, that's noticeable from report to report, as well as my mental condition and, where I'll be at that point in time. So, that's it. Thanks, guys, again for watching me here, and as always, I'm just doing this from a guy's perspective, as I wasn't able to find much of it out there when I was looking myself, doing my due diligence to get to the point of execution for such a surgery as this. And if there's one thing you get out of one of these videos that gives you some confidence or makes you happier, makes you feel better, that's all that matters to me, and the only reason why I'm doing it. So appreciate your time again. Enjoy your night. Thank you.